Greetings humans, Ruler's Reach fan here, and welcome to another television review. Let's just take a swig of this apple blood and get right into it. What? Sorry, I forgot. The drinking rules are different in the human realm and I don't want to get Miss Camila in trouble, so let's just take a drink of this water and get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about Owl House Season 3, Episode 1, Thanks to Them. This is the first of 3 hour-long specials that will make up the third and, unfortunately, final season of the Owl House. Normally with the TVlogs, I like to wait until the entire season is done so that I can watch all the episodes and talk about them all at once. But because the episodes are so long, and because there's going to be a really big gap in between the release of each episode, and because this is probably the last time I'm going to be talking about the Owl House on this channel, I figured I'd do each individual episode as their own video, just, you know, to give it some time and give this show the respect that it deserves. So this episode picks up pretty much where the end of Season 2 left off, where Luce and all her friends have been blasted to the human realm and King sacrifices himself to the Collector, and they don't really have any ideas of what to do or how to get back, so they find shelter at Luce's mom's house. And we see a big time skip as they're trying to figure out how to get back. We see them, you know, interacting in the human realm and just hanging out. And then by the time we reach present day, it's already Halloween and they still have made little to no progress. But then at one point, Amity and the rest of the guys figure out that there might be a secret stash of Titan blood hidden somewhere in the human realm that they need to go and find. Meanwhile, Luce is still dealing with sort of the guilt of having everyone trapped here and, you know, inadvertently helping Bellos meet the Collector and setting everything into motion, and she's just really upset about everything, so she's trying to figure out how to make it up to everybody. Meanwhile, Hunter is also going through some personal trauma, having just, you know, escaped Bellos' clutches, and he might even be thinking that Bellos made it back here somehow. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. So one of the things that I really appreciate, not just about this episode, but the entirety of the last season, is that it wastes no time. And I mean, I feel like that the creators knew this going in. This is the final season, and they only have like 3 hour-long episodes to wrap everything up. So there isn't really much time for dawdling or for filler. I really like, you know, the opening montage that we got at the beginning of them just hanging out over the summer. I'm sure all of the, you know, Lumity stands are losing their shit over all the stuff in that intro. Even though it's a shame that, like, all that stuff that they showed could have been, you know, individual episodes, like, the fact that they were able to get it in at all is still really good. And the fact that they, you know, prioritize story and, you know, the characters is really cool. And I commend the writers for working under the conditions that they've been put under. I can't imagine it would be easy for, you know, this show that you've spent so much time planning out to get kneecapped right at the home stretch. But I mean, this episode was a really solid, you know, beginning of the end, if we're gonna put it like that. I really liked how character focused this episode was. Like, we see how just distraught Luce has become over just all of the, like, chaos that she's caused and, you know, the guilt that she feels, but, like, her mom is still trying to, like, keep her head above water and, you know, tell her that everything's gonna be okay. And speaking on that, I just wanted to bring up really quickly, what this show never ceases to surprise me with is, you know, the great, like, character development. In each season, every new character, like, gets a moment to shine or become, like, amazing. Like, in Season 1, it was Amity. In Season 2, it was King and Hunter. And this episode, Camila gets some much-needed development and much-needed time in the spotlight, and they really don't squander it, honestly. Like, at first I did kind of have a hard time buying her, like, switch from Season 1 to Season 3, where, you know, at first she wanted Luce to, you know, like, rein in the, like, creativity and acting out and everything and send her to like adult camp or wherever the hell she was going, to now where she's like fully embraced her like crazy side to the point to where she's even willing to go with her back to the demon realm to help stop Bellows and save the day. Like, at first I wasn't sure how to feel about that, but that flashback where it was showing that, you know, she really was supportive of her daughter's creativity and her like wackiness, but the people around her were kind of like forcing her hand and everything. Like, that was really effective, and it helped make that like transition feel a little bit more natural. And it's just, again, like all these like things that could have easily been rushed, like the crew really knows what they're doing, and I really appreciate that. Also, if I didn't want to hug Hunter before this episode, I definitely do now, because Jesus Christ, this poor kid. He's still traumatized after, you know, the events of Hollow Mind and escaping Bellows, and you know, Bellows's like venom form is like following him around, like haunting him and everything. And at one point in the episode, he even gets possessed by Bellows, which is really, really creepy. The design on him is so fucking cool. But just seeing his whole like arc, you know, to where he, at first he was this like, you know, confident, like second in command type, to then he finds out the truth and he becomes like super timid and afraid and is questioning himself, to honestly the moment that like broke me was when Luce comforted him and said, "You're part of the family now," and he starts crying behind the mask. That oh my god, my heart. The characters eventually do find out that Luce has been hiding the fact that she helped Bellows, and at first I was kind of like, I feel like they let her off a little bit too easily, but I feel like, especially at this point in the series, there's so much bigger things to worry about that, like, and plus they all recognize that, you know, she was doing it for humble reasons to protect them and everything. So I don't know, I feel like I give them a pass for that. And it also led to one of the coolest sequences in this entire show with all the kids versus possessed Hunter. That sequence was amazing. The animation picked up significantly. The animation across the entire like episode was really cool, like the use of color especially. And yeah, now we're in a place where they have a portal back to the demon realm, and Luz's mom is coming with them, and they're, you know, they don't really show what's on the other side. They don't really know what to expect. We don't even really know what the state of the demon realm looks like at the moment because of what the Collector has like done to it. But it's definitely set up for a really nice cliffhanger and a really nice transition into the second episode. Yeah, I really don't have much else to say about this episode. I thought it was a really great setup. It had some really great character moments. The humor was still there, but it didn't like take precedent over the story or the characters, which I appreciated. It had all the emotion, it had all the action. And yeah, it's crazy to think that this is, you know, there's only 2 episodes left after this. And yeah, I know they're an hour long, but like, that's not enough. I want more. God damn it. Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you for trashing such a great show. God, fuck. But yeah, now we're on hiatus again. I feel like I'm watching Gravity Falls for the first time again, where there's like months in between each episode's release, but you know what? It gives us enough time to savor it, savor every moment. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this episode. It's actually up, the full episode is up on the Disney Channel YouTube page, so if you want to give it a watch, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. And yeah, support the show in any way you can. And if I had to rate this episode, I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 5. But anyway, that does it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the Owl House Season 3 Episode 1. Where do you think the story is going? What do you hope to see happen in the second episode? Let me know all your thoughts and theories down in the comments. And also let me know if you'd like me to dress up as Hunter for the rest of the Owl House TVlogs, because I really love how this costume is coming out. But until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.